CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The AFC champions of a year ago come to Nashville to take on a team that was 9-7 back in 2011. Patriots and Titans coming up. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms here in the booth, and this is a very underrated home field advantage when you talk about LP Field and the raucous crowd that usually is here.
Well, it is, Jim, and I think it's up to the Titans today. Opening day is one day where you can really take advantage of the crowd noise. Can the Titans make those plays to keep their crowd emotional?
Well, the Titans won the toss and want the football. As you saw Pat Summitt, the legend, the Hall of Fame Tennessee volunteer women's coach who just retired, and announced, of course, that she is battling Alzheimer's, raising the 12th flag here. Just a true hero in this state and well beyond the boundaries of this great state of Tennessee. PatSummitt.org. Find out more about what she's doing in her foundation to fight Alzheimer's as we get now the season underway. Gostowski will not allow this one to even have a hint of a return. So Jake Locker comes out, the fourth different quarterback to start on opening day for the Titans over the last 4 years. Kerry Collins to Vince Young to Matt Hasselbeck a year ago, and now the second-year man from Washington. Here's a look at the line in front of them that allowed a year ago the second fewest sacks in the league, and now they add Hutchinson, longtime Pro Bowler, coming over as a free agent from Minnesota. And what about Chris Johnson coming off the worst of his 4 years, but is still another 1,000-yard season as Locker is rolling out on the run as you said he would be, Phil, and he's able to take it for a gain of a couple.
Well, that's a good play to start Jake Locker off with, Jim. You're a young quarterback making your first NFL start, moving, get the nerves out of his system, and that's what you want to do. I expect to see that a lot today, and you can tell, even though there was not much there, he has speed, and I know this Patriots defense, they're worried about it.
They send the rookie first-round pick to the right, Kendall Wright out of Baylor, on a second down and 8. And the give is to Chris Johnson with a little wiggle and a whole lot of Patriot defenders there to meet him after a gain of a yard. That New England defense, which was overall 31st in the league last year, but they have made some changes, including Chandler Jones, the first-rounder out of Syracuse, and another first-rounder starting, Dante Hightower out of Alabama. And then you get to that secondary, Steve Gregory coming over as a free agent signee by way of San Diego. And you like what they've done here with that secondary for starters.
Yes, I do. You know, Jim, I really like the safety tandem. Patrick Chung and Steve Gregory, smart and much more athletic than people think.
3rd and 7, and Locker's first throw is caught by Wright, and the rookie from Baylor has the first down and a gain of 17 out to the 40.
Well, the Patriots do what they want. Look at that rush. 4 people, they stay in their lanes. Jake Locker nowhere to go. He has to throw the football, but coming across, you can see it. Kendall Wright, I watched him in the preseason. He is fast, dynamic, and he attacks the football, kind of snatches it out of the air, and that's the guy they're worried about on the defensive side for the Patriots.
And here on first down, it is Johnson. Got a little crease, and he's got a quick 5 out to the 45. Chris Johnson, tackled by Mayo. And how about Chris Johnson? What are you looking for out of him?
Well, I think we saw that first run. Did you notice it? A little hesitation. And when you're playing a defense like the Patriots, who are very disciplined, they're going to keep the edges, you cannot hesitate. Take it straight ahead. A great run is 3, 4, and 5 yards. Don't look to try to bounce it outside and get that 50-yard.
You saw the most yards since he came into the league, even more than Adrian Peterson. Second down at 6. They'll call it, and a pass over the head, but a flag is in there, intended for Damian Williams, and it draws the flag. And again, the replacement officials on site here, led by referee Jerry Frump today.
on the defense, pass interference, number 21, automatic first down at the spot of the foul.
Well, it's a good thing the pass is high that time. Roxai Dallin, he is on the coverage, bottom of the screen, and just does interfere with the catch by grabbing just before the football got there. But you can tell Jake Locker excited, understandably so, Jim. That was a 100-mile-per-hour fastball.
One was zipped.
Nobody was going to catch that one.
A 9-yard penalty, first down on the Patriots side of the field at the 46. That one is caught by Darius Raynaud for a pickup of 4. And look out for Raynaud. You've been warning us all week here.
Yeah, well, listen, he possesses that one thing that you love on your football team, speed. And we watched practice, and I was like, wow, he looks so much faster in person than he did on TV. And the Titans like what he did in the preseason. They have some plans for him here today. We'll see if they can get him the football a lot of time.
They've got Ringer inactive. Raynaud was out of football all of last year, formerly having bounced around between the Giants and the Vikings. There's Chris Johnson. Stutter step move at the 40 and then plows ahead to the 38, picks up 4. It'll be third and a couple. Brought down by Patrick Chung.
Well, you know, you talk about Chris Johnson going down these last couple years, and he's going down. He only got 1,047 last year. But after getting those 2,000, and Jim, that last run was a good example. That maybe the first down should have got another yard or two, but he tried to cut it outside. Patriots are waiting for him.
Was a holdout last year and got the slow start. 3rd and 2. And the draw is going to take it to about the 36 with Johnson. And that's near the mark. Mike Munchak may have the first big decision of the season.
Yeah, what did he say to us the other day? You never know when you're over here as the coach when that first big decision is coming. Here it is for him. And he's doing the right thing. Get a measurement.
Get the measurement, get a little more time.
And what do you think? We talked to him. What do you think he's going to do here if they're short?
He'll go for it.
Absolutely. He's a big believer in that you can affect the game by making a decision early to be aggressive. So just the things he was talking about to us makes me think no matter what, he would go for it here.
Munchak, 31 years in this organization as a player, an assistant, and as a head coach. And there you see the decision he'll make about a foot away. The only current head coach also in the Hall of Fame as a player. And Jim Harbaugh, the only coaches in the league who were former first-round picks. What about the spot here? Let's check that.
Well, it could have been marked a little short of where he was, but that is not something you want to challenge because they're not going to move that football back. When you challenge the spot of the ball, there has to be a mark on the field that you can identify and go with. It has to be clear-cut to move it, and I love this decision by Mike Munchak. Keep the crowd into it. Your team has got energy. That's why you go for it.
Yep, 4th and a foot. Out of the shotgun.
360.
What makes you think it's going to be a quarterback run?
The throw down the field to Washington, who hauls it in. What a call and what a catch. One-on-one with Kyle Arrington, and the Titans moving on down the field. A gain of 24, and Washington able to snag it.
I think we've seen the game plan for the Titans today. They are going to be aggressive. And how about the speed? Nate Washington just blows by Arrington. And what a throw by this guy, Jake Locker.
Pretty interesting little call to put that in the guy starting his first ever game.
Well,
on 4th and a foot.
Chris Palmer said this guy's practicing well. They have a lot of faith in him, and we're seeing it already.
Rolling out now, Locker to Williams, and he's out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Now let's go. When you look at this Titans offense, the one thing you kind of find out when you get around a team, Jim, you know, a lot of speed on the offensive side. There's 5 guys that you have to worry about if they get the football in their hand. They can make a big play, and one of them, of course, is the quarterback, Jake Locker.
Locker is 4 out of 4 on this opening drive. You saw Brady waiting. 5 minutes and 20 seconds in the game. Titans driving down the field. Second down and 9. Down to the 10 goes Chris Johnson. Wrapped up by Kyle Love. Gain of 2.
Now there's something to learn if you're a running back here against this New England defense. You go to the sideline, you go, okay, the cutbacks, quit doing it. They're not there. That's 3 cutbacks where he's tried to make a second move, and the defense is waiting. This defense is built around the premise, don't leave, don't chase. Let them come to you.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. To the right, to the left, Williams to the right. 3rd and 7. Rushed out of the pocket. To the end zone, incomplete. And that was McCourty defending on Williams, and there is no flag.
Well, my first thought, watching it here from the booth and seeing it live, that was pass interference. You try to keep him in the pocket. Rob Ninkovich thinks he's in position. But McCourty never turns to the football, number 32. And he hits him before the football gets there.
A couple of different ways that looked like interference. It's going to be a 28-yard field goal attempt by Rob Baronis, who's just outstanding. And Baronis drills it dead center. So Munchak livid at the no call that time. They had gotten one earlier pass interference. 6 minutes, 17 seconds, and a field goal. Titans on the board with a field goal. The big play of that opening drive, the 24-yard pass to Nate Washington on 4th and 1. Locker 4 out of 5, the incompletion. What many thought and you thought was pass interference on Devin McCourty, who is the deep man waiting to return the kick here. McCourty and his identical twin brother Jason McCourty playing on the same field the first time ever in the NFL. And Baronis to Devin McCourty, 3 yards deep. Gets away from the stack and slides out of bounds at the 26. Well, the Patriots have won their last 8 openers. Tom Brady, 8. Blue sky day here in Nashville as New England comes to the line for the first time on offense. Brady beginning his 13th season. 5 times going to the Super Bowl along with Coach Bill Belichick. Coming out throwing, and he's got Hernandez, who's able to break the tackle and then bounce it off 2 hits. Got away from Jason McCourty, gains 9.
Jim, go back. Let's look at the interference. Non-call. It's shielding, never turning for the football, and contact before it gets there. It's a tough break for the Tennessee Titans. You got to deal with it. You and I talk about this all the time. Your player, offensive lineman, defensive back, just learn where the parameters are, learn the strike zone, and then just go from there.
A 2nd down and 1. And it's Ridley, second year back out of LSU, stacked up short of the first. Let's set the lineups for Tom Brady, who can reach a couple of milestones here today. In fact, moving in on 40,000. They're quickly to the line on 3rd and 1. And Ridley has the first down and all the way to the Tennessee 48-yard line, running behind Rob Gronkowski for 17.
One of the first things I put in my notes, when you're playing the Patriots, look out for Tom Brady's snap count. Look out for the hurry up. And anytime it's 3rd or 4th and really short, they love the quick snap here.
They fake the end around with Welker, and they're going with the run all the way. Right over his head. He was backpedaling. He stopped his stride. He probably would have run right under it. And he was wide open.
Oh, he had it. I'm watching it from the top, and you can see the safety and the corner both go for the fake reverse. And Brandon Lloyd doesn't know whether to keep running or turn and make the safe catch. Well, he makes the wrong choice, misjudged the football, and a touchdown just gone away.
Would have been some debut. 2nd down and 10.
Never go for play action fakes when you play the Patriots.
It's Ridley. only able to pick up 2. There's Gronkowski coming off the prolific year, redefining the tight end position, setting all the marks for catches, touchdowns. Incredible season. And you saw that line that starts out with Solder and Mankins, Wendell, Connolly, and Vollmer. 3rd and 8. Julian Edelman in the game, lined up wide to the right. Lloyd to the left. Brady fires it down the middle, and it's incomplete. Throwing it in there for Welker.
It was right on target. I think it hit Wes Welker right in the chest. Good pressure by the Titans defense. Hits him in the face. Tom Brady he got everything on it. That football was coming so fast. Wes Welker, again, misjudged it. That's why he dropped it.
Boy, that was a laser, so the Patriots could have had a whole lot more. The receivers unable to make the catches. Mesco bounds at the 19 and is brought down inside the 20. Trevor Scott downing it. Titans taking over at the 18-yard line. Driving for a field goal. First time they had it. And they are quickly in on Johnson. That is Chandler Jones dropping him for a loss of 3. And the Patriots' first offensive series could have been so much more, Phil.
Yeah, let's watch it. Brandon Lloyd up here is going to do the move, go down the field. Watch the corner and watch Michael Griffin. They both go for the fake. Oh, my gosh. The one thing you don't want to do when you play the Patriots, don't let them get behind you. And they got lucky there, no doubt about it.
You have 4 wide receivers, of course, without the services of Kenny Britt, suspended today, coming off a knee injury, but expected back next week. 2nd and 13 again. Johnson is stuffed this time by Mayo and Kyle Love. Give him only a yard. Watch Fantasy Football today to get game time player news, inactive updates. Help set your lineup and chat with our experts every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, CBSSports.com/live.
It's early. I know it's only the 2nd series, but that front 7 of the Patriots, oh my gosh, are they big? And they look like they know how to play the run game. It's like going back 20 years looking at this linebacking core and this defensive line. They are built to stop the run.
3rd and 12. Blocker from the shotgun. He's underneath. And that's the catch by Jamie Harper. Short of the first. Gain of 8.
And you know, that's what it does. A situation like that, the Titans are in it because this Patriots run defense, if it's not one of the best in the NFL this year, I'll be very surprised. So they're going to be in a lot of 3rd and long situations. You can play very safe, careful defense. Just come up and make the tackle.
Brett Kern is out to punt for the Titans. 273 career punts. Never had one blocked. Julian Edelman awaits the return. Oh, this is a big one. Backing up Edelman to the 19. Waits for an opening downfield. A nice little run back. 13-yard run back, 56-yard punt. 2nd series coming up for Brady and company. 3-0 Tennessee. Jim Nantz, Bill Sims here in Nashville, Tennessee. As the Patriots break huddle, coming to the line at the 33-yard line. 4 minutes to go, first quarter, 3-0. Titans. Ridley shifts back behind Brady. They're going to run it right. Smashed right away by that Titan defense, led by Colin McCarthy. Titans last year had only 28 sacks, and they've got the defensive coordinator, Jerry Gray. It was a good one. Wembley coming over as a free agent. There's McCarthy, named co-captain of this defense just in his second year. And we talked about the McCourty identical twins on the field for the first time. You saw Coach Gray, his defense, making a good stop on first down, setting up 2nd and 10. Play action and going the other way. Gronkowski's first catch. Gronkowski down to the 40. Brady's over 40,000 as Gronkowski gets to the Tennessee 40. Gain of 28.
Well, 2 play action passes by the Patriots so far and 2 wide open receivers. Look at the fast flow by that Titan defense. And here comes Gronkowski across. And if you don't know it, like I said to a few of the Titan defensive players, you're not going to believe how big he is. And I don't care what you see on film. He's faster in person than he shares on film.
Actually to the 39 of the Titans. And it's back to Ridley on the toes, and he spins away. Impressive piece of running by Stephen Ridley. And it picks up 16.
Nate Solder, number 77, gets out there. Look at the big guy, just crushes it. And Stephen Ridley, when you watch him, not the same player that he was last year. He's faster. He knows the offense. So now his ability is starting to show. And I think the Patriots, they might have their number 1 running back right there, number 22.
No question. And they feed it to him again. Going to get back a yard as he's hit by Ayers and Casey. We've got an update on the Jets and Bills. Let's go to James Brown in New York.
Jets got some defensive help, Boomer.
They did after Darrelle Revis interception. Mark Sanchez finds Jeremy Curley 12 yards. 8 plays, 61 yards, 7-0 Jets.
Back to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
All right, guys, so you say the defense helped out, but the Jets have a touchdown. Their offense puts up points. Brandon Bolden in the game now in the backfield for the Patriots. Rookie free agent out of Ole Miss. Brady stepping up, throwing. He's got a target. He's got Hernandez for the touchdown. 23 yards to Aaron Hernandez.
What a job by Tom Brady. Always look for this down inside play action fake. He's looking for the big man, Gronkowski, down the right seam. He's covered. What a job in the pocket. Extra time. Finds, how about that, the outlet receiver on the other side of the field, coming across in Hernandez.
301st career touchdown pass for Brady. He moves past Elway. He was tied with him coming into the season, now alone 5th all time. And that's 33 straight regular season games with a touchdown pass. Gostowski with the extra point. So they set it up with the pass to Gronkowski. Then they go to the other tight end. That dangerous tandem. Hernandez for the score. 7-3 New England. Brady and Hernandez hooking up for the Patriots' first touchdown of the season. Brady talking about this roster this year, and it's a roster he believes that can play the game, gives them the chance to play the game a little bit more on their terms.
Yeah, no doubt. And younger, and there's no, I think too, Jim, more energy.
Raynaud running it out. Nice little shift, fighting to get to the 20. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short.
Well, let's look at it. How they get the touchdown. Howard Hernandez open. Here comes Gronkowski down the field here. He's covered by this safety who really gets out of the middle. And then watch Hernandez on the other side. As it goes down the field, the play action fake. Look at the coverage on Gronkowski on the right. And look at the wide open field for Aaron Hernandez in the middle. The Titans must slow down on the defensive side.
Let's go. Green 8. Green 8, go.
Walker straight back to throw. Over the head. Could have been caught, though, by Nate Washington. We got an update. How's RG3 doing, JB?
First rookie quarterback to start for the Skins in 51 years,
And
Boom.
he started 7 of 7, and here's the 7th completion to Pierre Garçon. He takes off for 88 yards. I don't know about you, Phil. They're leading 10-7. These young quarterbacks are making it look way too easy.
And that will be in week 1 for the Skins, that record is. All right, back to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
All right, Pierre Garçon, what a catch. What a start by Griffin as Locker has Johnson across the middle, but it'll be 3rd and 6. These young quarterbacks, you heard Boomer talking about it.
Yeah.
First-year guys, second-year guys. We're talking about 10 starting quarterbacks are either rookies or second-year guys today.
Boomer said something. They make it look easy because, you know, Boomer, I think it is easy to them. They're so ready to play in this league now. They throw so much growing up and in college, so there's not really much you can show them in the NFL that they already haven't done many, many times. And let's don't forget this. Talk about a lot of talent, too. The quarterback position, it's loaded with young, good quarterbacks.
Locker. 6 completions to 6 different receivers. Throwing this one. And now a 7th different target. It's Cook, the tight end, for the first down. And a gain of 19. That was a pretty fearless throw right down the middle of the field.
Boy, he is playing fearless, there's no doubt. Very calm, moving when he has to. Nice protection inside. And he should get that today. He has a good offensive line. And the Patriots are going to rush him to keep him in the pocket, make him prove that he can throw the football down the field. He is showing so far early that he can do that.
Jared Cook, that 6'5" target, using his size to an advantage. And Locker bringing a lot of energy and enthusiasm to these Titans.
Well, we kind of talked about he should. That's who he is.
First down, throwing again. Underneath, back to Cook. And he's not going to be able to get away from that hit. That was Patrick Chung, who collides with him after a 4-yard gain. That's going to be it for the first quarter. 7-3 Patriots. You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 47. A lot of dreams. Jason Aldean talking about this great city of Nashville, home to the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Grand Ole Opry.
I'm hip on all the music because you're always singing, so I learned the songs by you singing around the football track. And I must say, you have a really, really average voice.
Thank you. Start the second quarter. Raynaud for a first down, and that little burst able to get enough on the outside for 7 and a first down.
Yeah, I like this, don't you? I mean, just get it. This is a sweep outside. This is a sweep left. Give it to Raynaud outside, and look at that. Mayo has a good angle. Can't get there because he's a sudden starter. He's fast. That's a good job by Wright on the outside against McCourty. Give your guy a chance to get those few extra yards.
Yeah, Wright held that block long enough to be able to give him the opening to get to the sticks. First down from the New England 48. Little play action and all kinds of time. Locker showing off his arm. Down the field, and it's bounced around and intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Tavon Wilson. It was deflected by Arrington. Pass intended for Nate Washington.
Well, Nate Washington, top of the screen, doing a little double move, while excellent technique by Kyle Arrington. Stays outside, doesn't go for the fake, which he shouldn't. And how about that interception by Wilson? Another young player, a rookie, who they think very highly of, and Jake Locker shouldn't have thrown it. And not only that, he just didn't throw it well. The football definitely got away from him.
Bounced right off the face guard of Arrington, and that's Locker's first career interception. Took 78 career attempts. He played in 5 different games, spot duty last year. Threw for over 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. Was never picked until just a moment ago. So the interception in the end zone, the touchback out to the 20. And it's Brady with the deep fake and going down to Lloyd. And there's a great catch. That's the thing that Lloyd can do. He can somehow, like a contortionist, get his body in all kinds of different positions. Yes, he didn't make that catch in the first quarter, but that's a beauty for 28.
Yeah, it was. Adjusting in the air, the hurry-up offense.
A challenge by the Titans. They've thrown the red flag. The catch was made right in front of their bench.
It was close. Did he get those feet down?
Patriots were trying to get to the line and take the snap to put it in the books before the flag could come out.
Jim, great challenge by the Titans. If it works, it's it did look a little...
Tennessee is challenging the rule on the field of a completed catch.
It's a big play, so if it's not there, you can take it away. One. Oh, he dotted that first one in. Well, Brandon Lloyd, number 85, cleanly catches the football. Sticks to those hands. Boom. Left foot is on the ground. Right foot never loses control as he goes to the ground. Keeps both hands on it. I think I just did everything that the coaches and Tom Brady said about him. Very good hands, acrobatic, faster than you think, can go down the field, all of it.
Well, he said he has unique skills. That's how Brady put it.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed of a completed catch. Tennessee will be charged a timeout, and this will be a charged challenge.
You know, first off, I still think it's a good challenge by Mike Munchak because it was so bang-bang, you think maybe that it was incomplete. How about selling this route inside? Oh, boy, that was awesome. And then coming smoothly out of the cut. 2 receivers down the field, 7 defenders, and you still get somebody open. And how about the Patriots? How about this passing the football? It is definitely down the field so far today.
Marcus Cannon has come in for Boomer at right tackle. There's been a toss to Ridley. Ridley backs it into the Tennessee 46 and picks up 7. Tonight on 60 Minutes, he was one of the Navy SEALs who shot bin Laden. The dramatic story he tells is only on 60 Minutes tonight, only CBS.
Well, Tom Brady told us last night, you know, preseason's so uneven, practice, so many guys in and out. He said, we got our roster finalized, and he goes, everything came together in practice.
He loved the way they had practiced since preseason game number 4. Of course, they showed nothing in the preseason to anyone. And that's just back to the line of scrimmage. Josh McDaniels now back working with Brady again, and that's a powerful combo. Those two get along. The chemistry is pretty strong.
Well, it's pretty nice when you lose your coordinator to college, Bill O'Brien, that you're able to bring somebody in that's been a coordinator for you, knows your football players, or a lot of them, and I think we are seeing definitely, I know it's early, but a different offense from the Patriots than we saw last year.
Danny Woodhead enters the game, flanking Brady to the right on 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Brady getting chased, and Brady is decked. Brought down by Cameron Wembley. And Brady's to his feet, but that was a pretty big hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, it was. I don't think Tom Brady felt that. Cameron Wembley, top of your screen, number 95. Boy, can he bend and come around the corner. Tom Brady does seem he's trying to protect himself. Oh, and he gets hit. That's why he got up a little slow, Jim. A knee to the face will slow anybody down.
Zoltan Mesko, who led the AFC in net punting average a year ago. 29 yards on his first punt. This one a soaring spiral. It hits at the 7 and is then down by Danny Aiken, the long snapper, near the 10. So Brady first gets walloped and then gets kicked. Bloody nose for Brady. 7-3 Patriots. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms back here in Nashville. And of course, anytime anyone gets a free shot on Tom Brady, Patriot fans hold their breath, gasping, thinking back to week 1 back in 08 in Kansas City.
He's got a little blood coming off his nose. You know, Cameron Wembley, when you watch him, brought in from the Oakland Raiders, he's there to give this pass rush speed, and he has it very strong. He's a guy that I say he's got like man hands. He can beat you up with his arms, and that because he just can control offensive linemen. That time he beat Soldier just for speed.
The Titans begin again in their own territory as that slips through the hands of Washington. McCourty was coming up on him.
Yeah, he was wide open. Should have caught the football, turned his head before it got there. And those are big plays because when you're playing against a defense where you think you're not going to have a lot of success running, these 4- and 5-yard pass routes are big. McCourty plays it perfectly. takes away the deep route, comes up and attacks the short route.
There's McCourty, that secondary right now without Patrick Chung on this snap. Tavon Wilson taking his spot on the field.
He's going to play a lot of defensive players today. You've seen a lot of them so far.
2nd and 10. And the running game going nowhere for the Titans as Dante Hightower, first-round pick out of Alabama.
Well, Hightower, a little scuffling going on. It's okay, but Hightower, 54. He was 45 in the preseason. This guy is a defensive lineman who can play linebacker and run like a linebacker. That's what kind of caught me by surprise, how fast he can run.
It's a loss of 3 on that last one. It's
Craig Stevens, it looks like. Dederick, a little wrestling match.
Chris Johnson averaging about a yard per carry so far on this one. 3rd and 13 from the end zone. Ball is out. Hightower's there to scoop it up. And Hightower's in for the touchdown. It was the 2 first-rounders who make the play. It was first Jones stripping it, and then Hightower scooping it and taking it home for the touchdown.
Chandler Jones, 95, coming around the outside. Oh my gosh, what a move. And you haven't heard his name today because they have been double teaming him every time in a passing situation. But singled up against Michael Roos, gets right around him. Showed the quick power, then the speed and the dexterity to make that move. And this is an equalizer on the defensive side if he turns into the pass rusher that a lot of people think he will become.
First fumble touchdown return allowed by the Titans since 08. Nice job by Mesco getting that down. How about welcome to the NFL? Chandler Jones, Dante Hightower, the rookies. Well, they're sitting side by side on that bench. Chandler Jones, Dante Hightower. Yep. What a combo. Starting here, the first game, and now teaming up for a touchdown.
Well, it's pretty evident when you watch him. You can see the talent. Chandler Jones, the surprise is he's so much more powerful and strong, and I'm sure Roos goes, I'm not going to let this guy run me over. Well, he went around him.
To the outside, Gostowski lower the shoulder. There is a flag back at the 28. Gostowski making the tackle after a 38-yard run back.
He's moving those shoulders and that head. That's what they expect, though.
During a return, holding, number 38, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
This will be the 5th series for Tennessee, all of them starting at their own 20 or inside of it. Coming to CBS this fall, Dennis Quaid, Michael Chiklis. In a battle for Las Vegas, only one man will win. It premieres Tuesday, September 25th only. CBS, America's #1 network. Yeah, the penalty. Instead of having the football out near the 35, instead it's at the 18.
Green 8. Green 8, go.
As Johnson again is met at the line of scrimmage, and it's Chandler Jones again, who was so aware of his matchup when you asked him about going against Michael Roos.
Yeah, we asked him, what do you know about him? He says, oh, Eastern Washington, 8th year. Had his size, but watch the outside. What a move, a nice slap, gets around. And we talked about Dante Hightower just before that, Jim. Pretty athletic, very athletic for a guy his size. 260 pounds, maybe 265. But still learning the game at the pro level. He is going to be an impact player also.
2nd and 10. Little pass complete to Hawkins, but gains only 2. Chandler Jones told us last night, I'm still shocked and excited. I'm in the NFL. I wake up every day saying, I'm with the New England Patriots. How about that? And look at Wilson, who's the rookie 2nd-round pick out of Illinois with the interception.
I'd say that's pretty, what do you call it?
Impact performances.
For your money, though. You
Yeah.
draft them, and they come in right away, and they're giving you their money's worth right away. I mean, it's really impressive to see all three, what they've done so far.
It's called instant returns.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
3rd and 8, and Locker going to take off. Hightower gets blocked by Johnson, and Locker right near the first down sticks. You saw Brady warming up on the sideline earlier, and he appears to be just fine. Let's see what the spot is all about. It is a first down for the Titans. Gain of 9.
Good job by Chris Johnson getting the block, but this is a good thing for Jake Locker. Get that first down, run the football. That's a nice look back, but to get his confidence going, to get him back into the flow of game, because he's fumbled and thrown an interception the last 2 series.
They're the leading rusher now for the Titans, since nothing's happened so far for Chris Johnson. And this is Raynaud. And again, that young, hungry Patriot line is right there to meet him for no gain.
Well, there hadn't even been a glimmer of hope as far as just lining up and running this football. When you're anchored inside, let's watch the run play here. You got Kyle Love, Vince Wilfork. You couldn't move him with a forklift. And then how about that? On the outside, there's Chandler Jones. Disciplined, staying in his spot. Nowhere to run the football.
A little dangerous late contact into the back of Kyle Love, but he appears to be fine. 2-1 time of possession for Tennessee, but down 14-3. Locker wide of the mark with an open Nate Washington.
I think that was designed. Saw this in the Super Bowl with the Arizona Cardinals. They ran a play similar to this. Nate Washington running across the field, stops and comes back out, and you said it wide open. When Jake Locker misses, 95% of the time, it is high. And that time, the ball got away from him, missed a wide open receiver.
Chris Palmer, the offensive coordinator, trying to come up with a little magic out of the playbook here for 3rd and 10. 31st last year of the Titans were, as far as rushing attack. Hasselbeck had a really good season leading up to 9 and 7. Locker are able to get it away to Johnson. He's brought down maybe a yard short of the first by Tavon Wilson. A couple of plays ago, watch on the left side. Chandler Jones. May have been shaken up, instantly waving to the sideline.
I think he's going to be okay.
He went out of the game for those next 2 snaps. So Kern back out to punt for the second time. Edelman, the returner. And boy, there was a Titan right on top of him. It was Campbell, who did not give Edelman, it appeared, even an inch. So the flag is down.
Well, they're going to say he interfered with the... Oh, yes, he made contact. I didn't even see it, of course. That's an excellent call on the field.
Interference with the opportunity to catch number 37. A spot foul, first down.
Tom Brady's bandaged up, taped up, and ready to get back onto the field. 14-3 Patriots. There's that Patriot defense that has stuffed the Titans so far, Phil.
Oh, it's a clinic so far up front for this Patriots defensive line and linebackers, and we kind of talked about it, Jim. It's almost like 7 defensive linemen the size of the 3 linebackers.
Midway second quarter. Patriots lead it 14-3 as Ridley breaks it on tackle, jumps ahead for another first down at the 49, running behind Gronkowski for 15.
When you have a tight end that can seal the line of scrimmage on the outside, watch 87. Watch the block, along with Nate Solder. Nobody out there, then you tell the running back, make one guy miss, and you get those extra yards.
First down at the 49, and Brady complete to Lloyd. Wide open, little sideline route for 9.
Just never know the tempo, what's coming from this offense.
Yeah, going no huddle here. Danny Woodhead is the running back. Second and a yard. And that quarterback sneak has always been almost unstoppable for Brady in this league.
Yeah, it is, and he's probably going to get 1,000 yards rushing in his career. Just quarterback sneaks.
Yeah, 1,000 of them. Works every time. Now on first down. Play action fake. Long ball. Welker, and it's incomplete. Welker so far in this game without a catch. That was Ryan Mouton on the coverage.
Well, how about this? Last night we're talking to Tom Brady, and we're hearing about, and I've been reading about it all offseason, the offense, how it's going to change. And, it's kind of like hard to believe, isn't it? Because, see, what did Tom Brady do last year? 39 touchdowns.
1,000 yards. Here's Woodhead. He slashes down to the 38. Back on his feet. Say he wasn't touched the first time, so they'll mark it at the 35. And we've got a player down. It's Colin McCarthy, linebacker for the Titans. Clutching his right ankle, and we've got an injury timeout here in Nashville. McCarthy still down, and he's able to walk off the field. He got hit by Brandon Lloyd, and one of his own teammates ran into him.
Just watch him. He comes through. Boy, he really gets hit by Brandon Lloyd. That's almost illegal. Then he gets rolled up by Cameron Windley, like you said, Jim. After I saw him get rolled up, I'm surprised to see him get up and walk off the field.
No, he's still actually on the playing field. Boy, we've had a great meeting with him. Second-year man out of Miami. It was a 4th-round pick a year ago. Grew up in the Philadelphia area as a young man and really looked up to Brian Dawkins.
Well, he's a leader. You said it earlier, the captain, and he jumps out. He's one of the stars of that defensive team, and the Patriots even said it.
6 DBs in for the Titans. Trying to clamp down here on 3rd and 4. Hernandez in the backfield with Brady. Takes the direct snap. Hernandez goes outside and has the first down and pick up on 5. We saw Hernandez late in the year, including in the playoffs, become a running threat.
He is a little, oh my gosh, what a catch. It's a good thing he is a pass receiving tight end. But not only that, the running, how he's able to just make cuts. And if you didn't know different, you'd think he's just a big running back.
Stays in the backfield here on first down. On one knee makes the grab at the 23. Picks up 7.
This is what happens when you play defense against this offense. There's just so much to it. The hurry up, 2 tight ends, spread the field, condense it, play action. What do? Well, you become passive and you just watch them march down the field on you.
A 2nd and 3.
A very good formation. Could be illegal.
And that's Edelman with the grab for another first down.
I wasn't sure if there was anybody on the line of scrimmage, but it was not called. It was close enough. So they got the defense backing up. There's no doubt about it. So Tom Brady now throwing underneath the coverage.
Again, Hernandez lined up in the backfield. He had 61 yards rushing in the divisional playoff win against Denver. On first down, Brady. And that is Welker's first grab of the game. Goes for 5. This fast-paced action, not only confusing, you would think, for a Titans defense right now, but maybe even we're talking about officials trying to keep up with this kind of pace of play. And, maybe a formation does get past them. 2nd and 5. 10.
It's not like a hectic hurry up. It's just to make sure the defense can't make substitutions. And if you try, then they'll quick snap you. And the thing about the replacement officials, Jim, they did get those 4 preseason games. They're constantly getting clinics by the NFL. I see them out on the field before the games, and they've handled themselves pretty well so far.
It's 3rd and 4. Tennessee looks confused on defense. McCarthy,
they got it now.
On the sidelines, has put his helmet on, wanting to get back out there. Timeout Brady with 2:48 to go in the first half.
This is their first time out of the half.
Brady with 4 completions on this drive to 4 different Patriots. Of course, the league mourning the loss of Art Modell earlier this week. Longtime owner, Browns then Ravens, Robert Kraft, in a statement this week saying that he owed a great debt of gratitude to Mr. Modell, admiring him for his many contributions to the game, and especially his understanding of the role television would play in the growth of the NFL. A moment of silence here at LP Field before the game, remembering Art Modell. Come back out to this 3rd and 4, and Colin McCarthy is back out for this snap. The timeout gets him back on the field, right there at middle linebacker. It's Ridley. Ridley leads for the first down to the 2-yard line. Nice piece of running by Stephen Ridley.
Staying with the plan, aren't they? Being patient, throwing short, and running the football. Nice call. Catches them off guard. You see Colin McCarthy, middle linebacker, he was about 8 yards deep. Defensive lineman thinking about, let's get to Tom Brady. Nice running lane, and Ridley, excellent run.
You're talking about how much faster and efficient the Patriots look. Well, the game's not nearly as fast for Ridley as he told us. That's Connolly lined up as a fullback on 1st and goal. The fake to Ridley, comes back to the end zone, and Gronkowski has the touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. Jordan Babineau was trying to defend it.
Well, he's in good position. I thought he had the angle. Catch.
Ooh, the second foot? I don't know.
Second foot. It's a touchdown, ruled a touchdown, so it will be reviewed upstairs.
Here's a great angle on it.
Oh, he's in, I think, Jim. You can see the green. I thought I could.
Maybe this will tell you for sure.
Oh, yes, he's in.
Wow, by an inch.
Going down to the ground, make sure he finishes the catch. Looks like he had great control of the football, was not going to get away from him. So that was a terrific throw. The defense really not fooled.
The previous play is under review.
It's in.
Yeah, it's going to be a touchdown for Gronkowski, coming off the 17 touchdown receptions of a year ago. Plus, he had a running touchdown in 2011. All-time #1 single season performances for tight ends in the NFL, plus 1,327 receiving yards. So Gronkowski back on it again.
Yeah, he goes for the spike. So he's not perfect, Jim. He goes for the spike, and whoops. Yep, there it is. So, but we talked about it. We had always looking at his gloves like something went wrong.
Where is it? Where'd it go?
But he is really just some good character, good personality. When we talked about the team's gotten younger, and what a player.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
Gronkowski, who spent so much of the offseason in a cast, about half the offseason. You were talking about how did you stay in shape? What were you able to do?
Well, he proceeded to tell us about 17 different ways he stays in shape. He does videos on TV. He lifts, he runs, he swims, and it shows he is in terrific shape and shows it on the field.
Stowski adds the extra point. So after an opening drive field goal by the Titans, 21 unanswered for New England at the 2-minute mark in the first half. Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cowher, the latest scores and highlights, and a preview of the U.S. Open women's final. Azarenka and Williams. This will be later today on CBS. All coming up on the Verizon halftime report. Wow. Stowski, thunderfoot, 8 yards deep, and running it out is Reyna, who tumbles out to the 18-yard line. Tripped up there by Ebner. All right, Tom Brady's first half. He could have had a touchdown here, a little misjudgment. But then he got it anyway with Hernandez later on. Not on that series, but the next one.
Got it all going.
2 touchdown passes, both by his tight ends. And let's see what Locker and the Titans can do here.
Well, they got their pass rushing group in. The Patriots do.
Tackled in the field of play at the 24. A gain of 6.
There's Wilson on the tackle, playing underneath. It'd be great, of course, for the Titans just to move down to get a field goal try, to give them confidence going in the locker room.
Hustles to the sideline, picks up the first down. Trotting out of bounds near the 30, gain of 6.
He's definitely, you can see it when you watch him catch the ball or whatever he does, Jim, returning kicks. He is explosive, and he's proven that they did the right thing trying to find ways to get him the football today.
He was trying to find ways to get back in the NFL, just knew he had to learn how to hold on to the football.
Yeah, very typical. With the Giants his first year, fumbles 2 punts. That's it. See you later.
Set out all of last year, but quite a buzz about him in camp this year. Making some plays. But this time, Locker is sacked by Cunningham. And you saw a big step up in Cunningham's play in the preseason, Phil.
I really did, Jim. You can tell it. Oh, my gosh. He just runs right through there and runs through the quarterback. He looks bigger. He looks faster. And he's really caught on how to be a pro football player, no doubt.
2nd and 17 on the run. The throw is complete to Damian Williams. And that's a 12-yard pass play with a timeout by Tennessee.
The timeout.
This is their second timeout of the half.
3rd and 5 coming up out of the timeout. And again, we got the Verizon halftime report on the way with JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cowher. Be good to sit back and look at the highlights here in week 1 and first half action across the country. Plus, again, a preview of the Azarenka-Williams women's final, which will be later today on CBS.
I know one thing is I've watched his first half. Jake Locker, good numbers, 14 and 19. If I was the Tennessee Titans in the second half, I would stay in a spread offense. Put him in the shotgun, and when you want to run it, hand it off from the shotgun and swing the football outside on short passes like sweeps to get more running opportunities for your guys. But lining up thinking you're going to run it, now no, it's not going to happen.
Well, you saw Chris Johnson, 9 carries, 9 yards. 3rd and 5. And Williams, he stepped back a yard and went away from the first down chains, and it's going to be 4th and 2.
I know this. The Patriots, how about the tackling on the defensive side so far today? They are not missing.
Timeout by the Patriots.
Have you noticed that? Every time the guy gets it, bam. And that tells you a couple things. You know, they're in great condition, but it tells you about speed of your defense. I always say, when you show me a defense that can't tackle, I'll show you a defense that's probably a little slow, hard to get to where they want to go. When they get there, the guy's already in a position where they can't make that tackle.
Of course, we saw the Patriots so many times last year, and then through the playoffs, it didn't take but about 2 series before you realize that just looking at them, eyeballing it, it's a much faster unit.
We went to commercial today. I think it was after the second one, and I turned to you and said, well, what do you think? Oh, they're so much faster. So to your eye, which of course is trained because you've seen so many games, you've noticed a difference. And I don't know if it's coming across on TV, but they just got to trust me at home. I'm pretty good judge of this stuff sometimes. Sometimes.
Edelman is standing at the 10. He's got 2 career punt returns for touchdowns, including one against Kansas City last year. Nice snap. Hearn jumps up. Edelman from the 7. Sideline is shut down at about the 12. Bibano holds him to a 4-yard run back, 54-yard punt. Now Gostowski, will they give the former University of Memphis kicker a chance? A walk-on at Memphis, by the way. He was on the baseball team there. His career long is 53 yards.
I think the Patriots, you wanted to see the punt. Maybe you block it. Maybe there's a return, whatever, penalty. But when you get a situation like this, 34 seconds, 1 timeout, you kneel on the ball.
Of course, with Belichick taking the headset off, pretty much do it. So they'll take the knee, go to the locker room, up 21-3. The defense scores. Brady throws a couple of touchdown passes. Locker and the Titans look good on that first series of the game. They didn't get the interference call they were looking for in the end zone and had to settle for a field goal. But that's the end of the first half with the score. New England 21 and Tennessee 3. Tennessee held only 20 rushing yards in that first half. We'll be back with the Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 47. Opening Sunday across the National Football League, and Tom Brady throwing career touchdown passes number 301, 302, one to Hernandez, the other to Gronkowski. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms back here in Nashville. It looked like off that opening drive by the Titans, could be an interesting day around here. But then that defense of the Patriots took over, and so did Brady and company on the offensive end.
What did we learn today? You and I learned when these players come in and talk to us, let's pay attention. Tom Brady said to us, it all came together in practice this week, and it really did. Everything that we were curious to see, the front 7 for the Patriots, it was fantastic, and the offense was different, and Tom Brady did a great job directing it.
All right, one of the key moments of the first half as we go to the DirecTV Ultimate Picture Cam was this play by the Patriots defense and the rookies. Dante Hightower scooping up the fumble that had been forced by rookie Chandler Jones. And New England, that was the second touchdown scored by the Patriots on the day. And New England will be receiving the second half kick. Of course, the second quarter, when you go back to what happened back in 2009, we were there to see it, with a thin layer of snow up in Foxborough in a mid-October game. Tom Brady threw for 5 touchdowns in that second quarter up there in a 59-0 shellacking of the Titans. Actually the largest win since back in 1940 in the old NFL championship between the Bears and the Redskins.
Saw that graphic. I thought it was going to be about Savannah State 80-3.
And a touchback. Yeah, there were some records dropping in that game the last time they met. Throwback uniforms was Moss a couple of times. Falk. And now Welker. It was 45-0 at halftime. The largest halftime lead in the history of the league. On its way to a 59-0 win The Titans that day completed only 2 passes.
He choose the mic.
There's Brady to Hernandez. And 4 Titans come in to make contact in a gain of 4. Here's some of the records. Tennessee -7 gross passing yards. They made a quarterback change, if you remember, in the middle of that game, and they ended up bringing in Vince Young. They went into a bye week off that total embarrassment, and then they came out of that with a long win streak.
Yes. And to go to this game here, when you look at it, the Patriots throwing the football more outside the numbers. That should open up the running game.
It's Ridley. There's an opening for him. And he's right near the first down. The spot will give him the first. Brady 10 out of 13 in the first half. Buck 23, 2 touchdowns. Locker completes 75%, and he was intercepted in the end zone on a long heave. This was the best play of the day for the Titans on a 4th and a foot. The 24-yard throw from Locker to Nate Washington on their field goal drive. Ridley squeezing under the wall and managing to find 7 yards out of almost nothing.
Something that Tom Brady said last night, which is so true about the NFL. He talked about, look, we got plays with a real fullback in there. We just saw Lex Hilliard in that time, but you know, you have the 2 tight ends. When you run the football, it makes you tougher. There's no way around it. To make your team tough, you have to be able to run the football. Toughens up your defense because they practice against you.
Empty out the backfield here. 2nd and 3. Hernandez weaving. Got the first. All the way out to the 50. And that collects 12 more.
And that is that's what I call a coach 'em up play. In other words, Josh McDaniels gave a formation and had this play set where the Tennessee Titans did not make the right adjustment. So Tom Brady gets an easy throw, and they pick up another first down.
Colin McCarthy, who was shaken up in the first half with an apparent ankle injury, then returned, just hobbled off the field again. As Ridley is walloped for a loss of 1. Hit by Morgan. They're missing Senderick Marks on that defensive front, out with a knee. He's expected to be back next week for the Titans defense.
Well, the Titans defense, ever since that early onslaught, as I watch them, no blitzing, the 4 defensive backs off the receivers, safeties deep. That's not what I saw when I watched them a lot in the preseason. Saw some tight man-to-man coverage. I saw Michael Griffin, one of the safeties, always near the line of scrimmage. There's the blitz.
Loads it. As they were barreling in on the quarterback, and that was tossed in the area of Ridley.
Yeah, it's a little change-up for him from the outside. Here comes Akeem Ayers. But on the other side, Derek Morgan, the defensive lineman, dropped out in coverage. So just a different look was enough to get some pressure on Tom Brady. And there's the defensive lineman in the pass coverage.
3rd and 11.
Got to change it up when you're playing a talented veteran team, especially a veteran quarterback.
Edelman. Incomplete. 1 hop to Edelman. So the Titans defense forces a punt.
That's the other thing too, Jim. The Patriots, one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the NFL when it comes to throwing screens. That just came out of Tom Brady's hand. A little funny because he was just trying to get rid of it so fast. Well, I'm not sure that was not a completion.
Edelman didn't fight it.
Well, that's the answer.
Let's go. Had some pressure, but booms it. And it's a touchback. This is after only 3 touchbacks all of last season. 51 yards, but only really 31 as the Titans will see it for the first time, the football in the second half, trailing 21-3. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms, producer Lance Barrow, director Mike Arnold. Great to have the team back. On our road to Super Bowl 47 on CBS. Here come the Titans out of the shotgun first.
Let's go.
For the second half for them, and they got close. That midfield. Biggest gain of the day for the Titans. It's good for 35.
Really simple. Catch him in his own defense. Jared Cook goes right down the center of it. Watch the rotation of the safeties at the snap of the ball. There they go, trying to disguise. That's what enables Jared Cook to be open there. The Patriots, don't ever trust your eyes. You have to watch those safeties and the defensive players after the snap because they're always moving.
Only the second 20-yard gain of the day. In fact, it was good for 35. Incomplete. Sticking a hand in there. McCourty. Mayo came over to help out, intended for Kendall Wright, who was Robert Griffin III's main target at Baylor. He set all the Baylor career marks and receptions, yards, and touchdowns, and just an incredible season a year ago as well.
That was a good read that time by Jake Locker. The defense again moving a lot. He picked out the right guy, made the throw. They got to start coming up with the tough catches if they want to get back in this game.
Second and 10. Underneath, Chris Johnson, first down. Taken down at the 29.
I love this. I love what they're doing. This time they drop back, so that's why Chris Johnson is open. Jake Locker really having a good day reading the defense. But what we say, Jim, they know. Mike Munchak, an ex-offensive lineman in the Hall of Fame, not afraid to do whatever it takes to win. You heard him say it to us. He said, look, I'll throw it every down. We did it last year and we couldn't run it. Made a good decision, I think, at halftime, changing their philosophy.
First down from the 29. Looking for a second option. Throws it. By Washington for the touchdown. Well, the Patriots secondary gambled, and Nate Washington able to make the catch. 29-yard touchdown from Locker.
What a throw on the move by Jake Locker. And sometimes it's great to be young because the immediate receiver, he's looking to the left. He's wide open, but he gets a little pressure. He moves, and how about that throw? In between two defenders, right on target to Nate Washington.
Washington's first catch since the first drive of the game, and it's a beauty. Locker, who threw 4 touchdowns last year, coming off the bench. All of them went to Washington. He finds him for his first touchdown throw as a starter. Nice drive by the Titans.
Awesome drive. I mean, borderline great. You needed it. They took advantage of it. And a couple of nice plays by Locker.
Baronis adds the extra point. 210 consecutive PATs without a miss. They go 80 yards in a minute and a half. Jake Locker fires it in there for the touchdown.
Well, let's watch how they got the touchdown, and it happened this past time. Here's the read for Jake Locker, the receiver he wants to throw to. He's open, but the pressure makes him move, and then watch Nate Washington make his move and get open in a tremendous throw. But pressure makes Locker move on the run. He sticks it between two defenders. And when you have a mobile quarterback, sometimes when you flush him out, it's the worst thing you can do. Blitzer comes free. Wow, that is really a special throw. It's one of the reasons why he's a starting quarterback, Jim. That they say his best attribute, of course, he can run, but he can really throw it on the run, too.
That 80-yard drive all in the air, setting the pace with that first play. Hook up with Jared Cook. Locker now over 200 yards for the game. And Baronis will re-tee it as the Titans come out with a little life.
Well, it's interesting. We saw New England can definitely stop the run. Now can they stop the passing attack that's just going to be every single down? Because then it becomes more about coverage, because defensive linemen, they have to get tired. In a game like this, first game, extra playing time.
Baronis drives it through the back of the end zone and a touchback. By the way, folks, you're going to want to know about this. Monday Quarterback on CBS Sports Network premieres tomorrow, and my guy Phil will be on it every week with Steve Berline, Rich Gannon, and host Adam Shine. The premiere tomorrow, 5 Eastern again, CBS Sports Network, a little quarterback roundtable. Chance to sit back and listen to the quarterbacks talk about the quarterbacks.
Get 3 quarterbacks in a room. You got a lot of people who think they know everything, right?
Hey, it just takes you to be in the room. That's all we need.
Wow. Okay. All right.
We don't need anyone else.
Well, you got to sell it.
Brady under pressure. And because of the pressure, pass falls incomplete to Brandon Lloyd. Looking forward to your new show, though, tomorrow at 5. And here's Brady, who's missed on his last 3 because he's been under pressure. He did get a little bloody nose in that first half, but still came back, threw another touchdown pass. 2 in the first half in all. On 2nd and 10, Ridley. There are 3 Titans on him after a 4-yard run.
Cameron Wembley, 95, he's had a nice day today so far. Some pressure, got a sack on Tom Brady, and showing some strength and doing a good job in the run game too.
Defensive coordinator Jerry Gray visiting with us this week, talking about how he studied Dick LeBeau and the Steelers game against New England last season. Try to convince his young bunch that, hey, preparing for New England, I try to make them human, talking about the Patriots.
Yeah, they're not legends yet. Let's go make them into legends.
7 DBs in for the Titans here on 3rd down, and Brady's throw, what a catch. Reaching down for it, Gronkowski, and he's got the first, a gain of 7.
I've never seen a unit of receivers like the Patriots. Between Gronkowski, Hernandez, and Wes Welker, short passes that Brady throws like bullets. And how about that? Basically off the ground, gets it with both hands, and that's a big first down for the Patriots.
It is Ridley. And a tackle for a loss by Jason McCourty. Sets him back 4.
You know, you said something, Jim, that Jerry Gray, defensive coordinator, talking about this team. Let's be aggressive. Let's be tough. I think they've been missing that. I'm starting to feel it again. The momentum, the crowd, and some of the play calls. Be more aggressive. Cover these receivers tight and get up the field and try to make a play.
2nd and 14.
That's what the Steelers did.
That's Hernandez. Plus a yard. 5 yards in all for Hernandez, his 5th catch of the game. So a 3rd and long on the way for the Patriots. They had to punt the football on their first possession of the second half. With time. Catch is made. It'll depend on the spot. It's Gronkowski again.
It's a good spot. I mean, it was generous.
They put it right on the 41. It's going to be a first down.
Again, here you go. You talk about, we just said it, you want to be aggressive, and oh boy, you can done whatever. He could have thrown it over the top, Tom Brady, that time for a big completion. You got to get tighter on these receivers.
That is Lloyd. And another first down on the Tennessee side of the field. Gain of 11. It's not too late to play NFL.com fantasy football. Sign up today for the official fantasy game of the league. NFL.com/fantasy. Welker. Tripped up after 1.
You know, Jim, and as I said to Jerry Gray as we talked to him, defensive coordinator for the Titans, if you play a conservative defense against a decent passing offense and a veteran quarterback, it's not going to work. They're going to pick you apart. They'll look you off. All they need is a small window to stick the football into. Like that. That's a big window.
Hernandez. And may have tweaked his knee a little bit with that catch.
Yeah, that was tough. I saw it buckle a little. He's walking it off.
Yeah.
But that defense, that's the one I don't like. That's a give up when you play this team. You just hoping somebody tips a pass. This time they're finally going to play it man-to-man coverage. Tom Brady changing the play.
Changing the play on 3rd and a short 2. Over the head of Lloyd as again they were coming in on Brady. Led by Dawson. Keontae Dawson, the former Colt, applying some pressure.
Well, we got some pressure. And why did they get pressure? Because, look, there's nowhere to throw the football. They made him hold it. The tight coverage, they took Wes Welker, and the underneath throws away. Tom Brady has to hold it, and it actually didn't end up throwing it away.
So 2 second-half possessions, both leading to Mesco punts. The last one was booted for a touchback. This one gets the job done. Fair catch at the 9 by Raynaud. 30-yard punt, pins him inside the 10. On that last series, Hernandez on the catch. You thought you saw a little buckle there with the left knee, huh?
Yeah, it's the left knee, left ankle. I'm not real sure, but I just know this. He got up limping, and he's one of your playmakers, so that would be a concern.
Titans went 80 yards in 90 seconds last time. Short gainer to Johnson.
Neat play, though. Good concept. Patriots just didn't go for the fake. He tried to fake it to open up something over the middle, but it was not there.
All 8 drives today, Phil, for the Titans have started at or inside their own 20.
It's a good way to keep the score down, that's for sure, Jim. It's about, controlling the game, tempo of the game, all those things we heard from the Patriots. So far, it's worked very well for them.
As we move inside of 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Picked off. No, it's out of the hands of McCourty. Oh, it looks like on the field they're going to rule it an interception and a fumble recovery by McCourty. They're going to say he had possession at first glance.
Did he catch it, go to the ground, and enough time elapsed where it is a catch? The pressure by Vince Wilfork, the anticipation. Oh, see, right. It's going to be, got to throw the challenge flag. It's a good thing. Mike Munchak. Oh, it's a turnover, though, Jim, so it is going to be reviewed.
Gets reviewed automatically.
That's right.
on turnovers this year.
I think
the previous play is going to be reviewed.
Got to think the Titans have a great chance of winning this one. Still waiting for the word on whether or not this was an interception by McCourty.
Yeah, let's watch it full speed. Here we go. Does he make the catch? Bam, bam, ball's out. Just that alone tells me it's an incomplete pass. Sometimes you got to look at them at full speed just to realize is it a completion or not.
After further review, the defender did not maintain control of the balls on the ground. As a result, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be Tennessee's ball, 3rd down on the 10-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 4 minutes and 53 seconds. 4 minutes and 53 seconds. Thank you.
Overall, how have the replacement refs done here today?
Yeah, overall, it's been a good job. They've managed the game. They're, Jerry Frump doing a good job explaining the rules to the fans, which I think is always important.
So it just goes as an incompletion there. 3rd and 10.
Vince Wilfork on that pressure, though.
Officials just wanted to inch it forward a little bit, but the ball had been misspotted. See if the Titans can get out of this hole. Taking off, Locker up the middle. There are flags, though, in the backfield. There are 2 flags. It'll probably wipe this out. A 20-yard scramble. Actually designed play, wasn't it, Bill?
It was.
Holding. Number 73 on the offense. Be about half the distance to the goal. Replay 3rd down.
Big play. They had the perfect defense. Hutchison, left guard, number 73, watching. Oh, he gets the arm hook there. Didn't have to. Boy, if you just make any contact, Jermaine Cunningham was going to take himself out of the play automatically. But they had a quarterback draw against tight man-to-man coverage. That's what you want, and we saw that in practice, Jim. That was out. That was a huge play in this game.
That's only the 4th penalty today in the game. Called on Hutchinson, who was Brady's 4-year teammate at Michigan. 3rd and 15. Over the right, and he's backed up. They've got to put this outside the end zone, even though he's tackled in the end zone. They're going to spot it at the 1, maybe the 2. As Rossai Dowling backed him up, Kendall Wright.
Well, that time Damian Williams, number 17, wasn't quick enough or aggressive enough to make this block. And Rossai Dowling being aggressive, and they played it right. Good call by the Titans, though. Screen, safe, just trying to get some room to make the punt.
Got a rookie snapper here. Watch out for this. Rookie from Missouri, Bo Brinkley. Sending it back to Brett Kern, who stands right on the edge of the end zone. Beautiful punt. Edelman from the 43. Ducks under 1 hit. And is swarmed under at the 47 of the Titans. 55-yard beautiful boomer with a 9-yard run back. Only score in this quarter. A Locker touchdown pass to Nate Washington. Patriots now 3rd time they've had it in this half. Throw it over to Gronkowski. And Griffin has hold of him. Wrestles him down at the 41. Michael Griffin in his 6th year just got a new contract.
Yeah, he's been a guy they got to count on the defensive side. Michael Griffin needs to be dynamic and almost spectacular in this game today. Haven't heard him a lot, but those tight ends for New England, they catch it, and they always get a few extra yards after the catch.
Hernandez wide to the left as they go ground here. Ridley wide open in the middle of the field. And then is finally triple teamed at the 26. Gronkowski again throwing a big block for him.
Yeah, he is. You know what's happening, Jim? They're getting hooked. In other words, getting sealed inside. So the Titans are fighting hard to get outside, and a nice cutback that time by Ridley. Big yards.
15 yards. Ridley now up to 86 on the afternoon. Over to Lloyd. Lloyd hurdles past the first hit. Out to run Werner, and that was actually Sensabaugh who he was able to escape.
You know, as I watch this game, I wrote in my notes, will fatigue be a problem? Usually you see it with the defensive linemen.
And it's Ridley for 5 more.
It's hard to say it sometimes. Usually you say, oh, they're pressuring them with the pass. Well, New England, they pressure you right now with the run game, the quick snap, and the Titans are not dug in. Look at them standing around with their hands on their hips. And Tom Brady, be alert. He's quick snapped you about 6 times today.
First down from the 19, and Ridley again taken out down to the 1. Going behind Logan Mankins that time.
Yeah, it's just not a cliche. It really isn't. You keep running the football. The defense does wear down, and this is a great example right here. They are ripping them up front. Look at that. Witherspoon gambles, goes around. Nobody there. Double team block. You said it. Mankins again.
Ridley over 100 with that carry. 105 for the game. 1st and goal. Ridley, he earned it. And he got it. Touchdown, New England. Stephen Ridley. Always a different look to the New England rushing attack this year.
Sometimes we get it right, but you're right. It's a different look, and he is the man. Play calling, determination. This shows you that the Patriots in practice, during the offseason, during training camp, they worked on this running game, and they're getting the benefits of it here, especially right now in the second half.
His first career 100-yard game. Again, saw spot duty last year, had a couple of late fumbles in the postseason, and that was it for him.
You fumble the ball, you're
Patriots 4 touchdowns today by 4 different players. Gostowski adds another point.
Well, we were talking about all those points of holding the football with Ridley. We couldn't figure out how many there was. I just know this. There's a lot of them, and keep your arm around it and keep it close to your body.
And that scoring drive that started at the 48. It's the first time that anyone began a series today in plus territory. Patriots seize the moment. Again, coming up next, world's toughest tennis rolls on. Azarenka against Williams for the women's title at the U.S. Open. And then tomorrow, a Monday finish at 4 Eastern on CBS Sports. Defending champion Novak Djokovic takes on Andy Murray in the men's final. See if Andy Murray can back up his gold medal winning performance in the London Games with a major title.
You know, you look at these games and just think how quick it can turn. Tennessee's got a little momentum. They got the New England Patriots. You're like, okay, they're in this, can't get it moving. The run by Jake Locker, call back, bam, turn, field position.
Right.
Tom Brady gets it. They take advantage of it. Now look at the scoreboard. You're down 18.
Gostowski running up for it. Raynaud. And it's Arrington who falls on him at the 20-yard run back. Super Bowl 47 on the way this season on CBS. And just a little look back to the last time there was a Super Bowl in New Orleans. The Patriots were there. That was Patton as the Patriots took on the Saints. And, of course, the game winner by Vinatieri, 20-17. February 3rd is the date for this year's Super Bowl on CBS. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. And Johnson, again, nowhere to go. Four months, 25 days to go. Phil, you're counting down already.
Sure. Shoot, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do when the game's over, Jim. I'm not worried about the Super Bowl yet.
Well, you got your Monday quarterback.
I got it all, but it's all good and exciting opening day in the NFL, no doubt.
And Locker under pressure. That was Wilford pile driving him, and it falls incomplete.
If you ask me who's the most valuable guy on this Patriots defense, I don't know if I've said it today, but it's that guy, 75. And he can run. Oh my gosh! And how'd you like for him to fall on you, Jim? Ooh. And he gives you the big old dead body. Let me just let you feel every ounce of all that I've been eating. But what an athlete! He is as in good a shape, football shape, and playing as well as ever. Had a terrific preseason and a terrific day today.
On the slant. Yeah! It's Williams with the catch. And they come in to give him the first down on the spot. They needed that. Otherwise, there's going to be just another short series.
27 to Mike to go.
They got it off. Nice hustle by the Titans.
It's right. I thought he was out of bounds, but they never whistled it. So he gets an extra 3 yards out of it. Total of 12 through 3 quarters, 28-10 New England. You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 47. Patriots and Titans opening the season here in Nashville, Tennessee, the Music City. Splendid day in the mid-70s and sunshine, and here we go, 4th quarter. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms. Titans trailing it at 28-10. On first down, they go to Chris Johnson underneath, and that's going to pick up about 3. Chris Johnson, really, as far as running the football, there has been nothing there today.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of. It's not like they've had gaping holes where I go, wow, Chris Johnson missed a lot of opportunities. if he'd have played it well, maybe he'd have 2 more yards rushing than what he has now.
He's got 9 yards rushing. Got a flag down here as Locker is taken down by Chandler Jones. But Jones may have jumped.
Yeah, he was definitely offsides, Jim.
Offside on the defense, number 71. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains second down.
I thought 95 jumped. Okay, good. Oh, look at Vince Wilfork. Oh. Man, you know, people don't believe me, but I'd say I was watching him against Tampa Bay this year, Vince Wilfork, and he was running across the field, and I was going, oh my gosh, when he wants to open up and run, he's fast.
2nd and 1. Locker from the pocket, down the middle. He's got another hook out with Nate Washington, and out with it comes Chung. As Washington is completely laid out. Chung at the 40. Already got the medical crew on the field at the other end. Locker is hurt on the tackle.
Oh, yes. Boy, Jake Locker is not getting up either, Jim.
They got 5 members of the medical crew at the other end of the field attending to Nate Washington, and Locker trying to make the saving tackle is really shaken up.
Well, Nate Washington, this really doesn't look like there's anything illegal in the hit. He makes the catch, hits the ground. No, I mean, I just can't. Wilson doesn't hit him with the helmet before he can protect himself.
Here's Locker at the other end. Got all twisted around. Washington's moving his legs. Again, we got 2 Titans down, and we'll take a timeout here from Nashville. Nate Washington has walked off the field, but look at Locker's injury here on the tackle with Chung, lowering the left shoulder. And watch his reaction after this play comes to an end. He gets hit too by his teammate, but he's holding on to that left shoulder right away. That was Roos coming into the pile.
And now we're going to find out if it's a reception or not.
At the other end, I didn't think it was going to go as a catch.
I'm not sure Jake Locker hurt himself on the tackle. He could have when he fell down. If you notice, he landed on his elbow.
After further review, the receiver did not maintain control of the ball. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down and 1 at the New England 48-yard line. Reset the game clock to 14 minutes and 3 seconds.
Football back to Tennessee, and Hasselbeck onto the field.
14:07.
Here's why it was not a catch.
Yes,
Phil.
catch it, get down to the ground. Then oh yes, it's a bang play. So Jim, he doesn't have time to get his feet on the ground, and there has to be an elapsed amount of time. That's the best way to say it. And there was no elapse there. He was hit immediately. The football came out. That's why it was ruled incomplete. An element of time, that's the word.
So Hasselbeck, the Locker warming up, trying to shake it off, faces a 3rd and 1, a longtime veteran whose father, Don, played for the Patriots. Flips it, complete to Johnson for a 1st down. And the Titans take the football to the New England 33.
Well, there's no doubt. I've even saw people on TV talking about it. When you want to know who the best backup in the NFL is, there's not much debate. It's Matt Hasselbeck, one of the most underrated players at quarterback in the league in a long time. He played out in Seattle. People didn't pay attention, but put up good numbers. Terrific player, good leader. He's done a really nice job here with Jake Locker, too.
Yeah, he's been a great teammate. Threw for 3,500 yards last year. 3-time Pro Bowler out of Seattle. Took him to the Super Bowl back in 05. He's got a 2nd straight completion. This one goes to Damian Williams.
Yeah, we were watching practice, and even though he's the backup, on Friday he was coaching everybody on the offense. He was coaching the scout team to give the defense a better look. So he's all in.
2nd and 3 from the Patriots 27. And again, he's got a completion with a flag in the secondary. That's Hawkins. Lavelle Hawkins in his 5th year out of California.
So this could be anything. Offensive interference, holding, defense.
Holding on the defense. Number 55. That penalty's declined. Results of the play is a first down.
Brandon Spikes, 55. Yes, that's 2 hands around. That's a grab and a hold.
So while they tape up Jake Locker on the sideline.
Yeah, they're going to put like a harness on him to keep that left shoulder tight.
It's a first down meantime for the offensive unit at the 21. They go draw. And Raynaud able to squeeze out a couple.
You just, I'm not laughing. You just can't catch the run defense of the Patriots off guard. You're throwing it every single down, and finally you do a little sprint draw, and it goes nowhere.
There's no mark to go.
Hasselbeck from the 19. Threads it in there with a flag, and that's Kendall Wright. He had Mayo on his back. It draws a penalty.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 51. That penalty's declined. Results of the play is a first down.
Well, now New England's going to bring in a little more pass coverage defense.
Pretty impressive what Hasselbeck's been able to do without a chance to really even warm up other than a couple of throws.
Jim, he's always oiled up and ready to go. That's just the kind of guy he is. He's pretty loose, got really tremendous, very good fundamentals on how to play the position, how to throw the ball, how to conduct himself, good feet. I think Mike Munchak said it best. He goes, if he wants to play down here for the next 5 years, we'd love to have him.
Oh, yeah. He could do it, too. They're going to take the penalty.
Absolutely, get the automatic first down.
It was better than the gain on the completion. So there's Hasselbeck. I mentioned, of course, his dad was a very good tight end for the Patriots organization. And Matt, as a young boy, grew up in a neighborhood where his neighbors were Steve Grogan, John Hanna, and Steve Nelson. He knows all about some Patriot lore and history. Now going against him here for just the 2nd time in his career. Just one time played him when he was at Seattle. And a little dump off completion inside the 10.
Well, they're trying everything to disguise what they want to do. 3 tight ends that time in the offense, all about making a fake and getting a little screen inside.
Craig Stevens with his first catch as we near the 11-minute mark. Hasselbeck with 4 completions, 4 different targets. They can pick up the first down at about the 4. It's 2nd down, 2nd and 5. It's not actually at the 3. And it's Wright waiting, taking it for the first down inside the 2.
Good job by Chris Palmer. Nice design of the play. Kendall Wright ran a bunch of these types of plays down at Baylor. Robert Griffin III throwing them to him, but get him in space outside. He made somebody miss, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, he caught 108 passes last year from Griffin and 14 touchdowns. Almost lost the football.
Oh, yeah, that football is outside the body.
So, first and goal to go. Johnson will put right there. That's the speed you were talking about for the big man.
Hey, look, he's played a lot of plays today. I know it's not like super hot here, but it's sunny. You're playing the whole game. And how about that? Just rip through there and run it down. Number 75. Look at the penetration. My gosh. 5 guys in the backfield as the ball was snapped.
11 carries on the day now for Chris Johnson for 4 yards. Talk about a 2,000-yard rusher 3 seasons ago. They'll go to the shotgun here. 2nd and goal from the 6. That last one lost 4.
That was huge.
Rolling out, Hasselbeck. Looking, throwing, end zone. Out of reach. Hawkins.
He had him. It's just the fact that he was going sideways, running fast. His momentum made the football go a little farther. You can see Kyle Arrington's in trouble. And it's, again, turns the front shoulder, right foot comes across. I mean, that's textbook. Just flushed it. It was perfect. That's why it carried too far.
I don't know if it's 4-down territory. You're down 3 scores.
I think you kick it if you don't get anything here.
Yeah, got to do it. We'll keep you in the game.
Now they're fighting the clock, too.
What a huge play by Wilford. Let's see what they can do. 3rd and goal from the 6. Hasselbeck lobs it back to the end zone. No flag, incomplete.
Oh, boy.
And Cook comes over to argue his case. It's Patrick Chung defending.
Well, the eye tells you as we sit up here, 89 going in the back of the end zone. Does Chung interfere? Does he look? That's, really not much contact, Jim. I'm not going to get on that one. I don't think that compares to the one we saw on the first drive of the game.
Yeah, that's twice now that they've wanted the pass interference call in the end zone. They had a really good case on the one in the opening
I'm going to go
series.
That's a good no call.
Baronis does indeed come out for the short field goal try, 24 yards. Made his only attempt today from 28, and this one good as well. So a drive that spans 2 quarters, actually. Started in the 3rd quarter. 2 quarters and 2 quarterbacks. Leads to 3 points. Well, again, the Titans, with the field goal, make the margin 15. Keeps them in the game. Takes it from a 3-score deficit to 2-score.
It's important. The fans know it. The players know it. It keeps some emotion on your side, so the defense goes, we stop them, we can score. And then it really becomes a game.
Good job by Hasselbeck, too, coming in cold. Wilford really saved him, though, with that 1st and goal. Here's Slater with his first return and fails to get to the 20. 9 minutes and change remaining. Wednesday in prime time, JB, Chris Collinsworth, and Phil Simms with special guest Bill Cowher. Review of our Sunday tradition. It's uniquely Showtime. Talking about inside the NFL, reviewing all the action Wednesdays on Showtime. Look forward to seeing you get your season started.
Yeah, it's a good way. I'm going to be busy this week. I like it.
All right, the rushing numbers decidedly in the Patriots' favor as Ridley's having a huge afternoon catching this one. This was one thing they wanted to know about him down at LSU because he never caught the football coming out of the backfield. And they sent Bill O'Brien down to Baton Rouge and threw 30 or 40 passes with him, see if he could catch.
Yeah, well, at LSU, the running backs don't catch. They very seldom throw the ball. And they got great running backs, but they found out, got pretty good hands.
Picks up 20.
Well, let's just go back as we talk about it. It's easy for me to say up here, but you can feel it. You got the Patriots. They're on their 20. You play a soft defense. He throws a little short pass, and they get it moving. Again, you got to be aggressive. You want to win this game, you got to get them off the field.
So Woodhead run. 2nd down, Brady. Lloyd turns around, makes the catch. Back shoulder throw, and
beautiful.
Lloyd has it to the Tennessee side.
I know they've done that, Tom Brady, but not as much as they should have. And you heard it last night. They tell him, what do they say to him when you talk about Brandon Lloyd? Just give the guy a chance. So when he's covered, uncover him with the throw, and he comes up with it. Nice job.
Yeah, 5 catches today for Lloyd. His first as a Patriot for 69 yards.
You know, they got a no huddle here, but they're still taking that play clock down, Jim, so don't be misled.
Woodhead tripped up at the line of scrimmage, hit first by Morgan, and holds him to a 2-yard gain.
Now you know why they go no huddle too, because it's human nature. The defense just gets passive. Look at the Titans defense standing around, like, you know, a bunch of cows out in the pasture and everything, and then, oh, here it comes. So they take the aggression away, and I think it takes the aggression away from the play call on the defensive side too.
It's over to Welker, who by his lofty standards has had a quiet day. But of course there are more options, it looks like, for him this year too in the passing game, doesn't it?
Yeah, there does.
Wow.
A lot of guys, but we've seen a little change in philosophy, more physical, and definitely looking to throw the ball down the field more.
Welker's third catch picks up 8 and another first down.
You got to get up there. You need 2 scores. They're almost in field goal range. You got to gamble if you want to win.
Woodhead slicing back for another 6 or 7.
Boy, how about this running attack? The numbers that you showed on the screen earlier, they're misleading. The running game's been much better than those numbers. It's just the way it's, just like they said, they want to control the tempo of the game a little better, and they have definitely done that.
It's a 2nd and 4.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know if he's changed the play or just trying to eat up some more time off the clock.
Woodhead getting a lot of work on this drive. And he stopped a yard or 2 shy of a first. Hit by Alteron Werner. Michael Griffin. And again, no huddle as Lloyd comes back onto the field, as does Ridley. And it's Ridley. Wow. Nice piece of running down to the 10.
They are wearing them down. Logan Mankins out there. Oh, it's everybody. Nate Solder just pushing them. Again, everybody on the defense trying to protect the blocks. He cuts it back inside.
And Ridley hammered after a 2-yard gain.
And this drive just ended the game. How about that? Did they make it look easy? My gosh, they just walked it down the field.
Just using up the clock and picking up big chunks. Ridley now up to 123 on the ground, moving inside of 5 minutes remaining.
Isn't it interesting? There you are trying to eat the clock up, and here they are in a no huddle, and the Patriots were the aggressor in the drive instead of being the other way, like they're just trying to manipulate a first down. They just went out there and took it.
Brady looks poised to call a timeout, standing right next to the official, and there it is. With 4:33 remaining. Sherlock Holmes is back in a city of unsolved crimes. He's the biggest mystery of all. Elementary premieres Thursday, September 27th, only CBS.
Well, you know, you look at this game today, I think there's a lot to still look up to when you talk about the Titans. I mean, Jake Locker, when he was in there, I thought overall he played very well. Really encouraging. And I wouldn't just jump off the ship about the running game. I think that, I'll say it one more time, this front seven of the Patriots defense, it might be the best run defense in the NFL before it's all said and done this year.
Getting word now, Dan Connolly was taken to the locker room and will not return for the closing minutes of this one. Nate Washington to the locker room for the Titans, of course, after that huge collision. And now coming out of the timeout, 2nd and goal for the Patriots. Marcus Cannon on that offensive line at right tackle for New England. As Ridley stumbles, braces himself, and takes it to the 6. We talked to Tom Brady last night about how long did it take to get over the sting, the hurt of the Super Bowl loss. Said it took until, well, really about the day of the draft.
Yeah, because that's when you turn the page. Got a new team coming in, new players, and that's when he said I guess he finally got over it, but wow.
In a way, you never get over it, do you?
No.
Timeout called by Tennessee. Is this theme very familiar to you? Another big day for the New England tight ends.
Well, I think every time I see him, I'm just like, wow, these really tight ends. It's just look at Aaron Hernandez and Gronkowski able to run across the field. How about the catch he took right off the ground? And that was a nice catch too. Got to work on the spike just a little bit, but what a compliment. Brandon Lloyd really stood out today also. Stephen Ridley.
3rd and goal, Hernandez to the right, Lloyd to the left, and Welker slot left. Brady gets away from the heat. Now throws back of the end zone over the head of Hernandez. So out comes Gostowski.
Good job of getting outside. He has Hernandez in the back of the end zone for the touchdown, but not too often do you see Tom Brady on a full sprint throwing on the run like this. And when you're up 28-13, look at that job by Hernandez, the back of the end zone. You stay careful with the football. That's one of the reasons why it was an overthrow.
And the drive took about 5 minutes. And leads to this 25-yard attempt. Gostowski, who's made his last 35 field goal tries in the 4th quarter. That's quite a streak. And another one right down the middle. 31-13 with 4:15 remaining in Nashville. Well, we're back here in Nashville as the Patriots are well on their way to extending that season-opening win streak to 9 in a row. The last time they lost an opener at Buffalo 31-0.
Yep.
They went on to win the Super Bowl.
Remembered well. Bill Belichick had lost complete control of the team that year, remember?
That's right. There's a lot of that being said, wasn't there, after that first week? You know, we've talked about the McCourtys all day long and how special it is for these identical twins. And there's their mother, Phyllis Harrell.
That's great.
Isn't that great?
It is. I've known the McCourty twins for a long time.
Back in New Jersey growing up, playing at St. Joseph's.
St. Joe's Montville, tremendous program. They were great high school football players, of course.
On to Rutgers. Hasselbeck still in there. He's got the little slant throw to Kendall Wright. For about 4. Yeah, you saw a lot of them back there when they were just kids.
Yeah, I did.
On the way to winning a state championship.
Well, they win a state championship every year there. They didn't break the tradition, that's for sure.
Montvale, New Jersey. Here is 2nd and 6. And incomplete going for Cook. By the way, big performance by the Jets today, and we're going to see them next week in our national doubleheader game. It, of course, gets started at 1 o'clock with the main game early. Baltimore against Philadelphia, plus other regional action. Great schedule. The Jets at Pittsburgh, and we'll be in the Steel City for that one next Sunday. Getting started at noon Eastern time with JB, Dan, Shannon, Coach Power, Boomer. The NFL today at noon Eastern.
Fresh bodies in there for this New England defense.
Across the middle, and only Hawkins was in the area. Now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you, that's the other thing I noticed. It's just, you know, Jim, as big as that front 7 is for the Patriots, there's not a lot of substitution. So you know, they're expected to play a lot of plays, and they did it, and they showed no signs of fatigue.
Fourth down, and they need 6. And that was thrown in the area of Johnson, who, if he does not get any more attempts to carry the football, and may not, it'll be Johnson's career low 4 rushing yards today.
Wow.
Turning it over on downs this time, Tennessee. Hasselback again in the air off the injury suffered earlier in this quarter to Jake Locker. Trying to make a tackle on a play that actually was overturned. Lowering the left shoulder on Patrick Chung on what for a moment there appeared to be a fumble return. Again, it went as an incomplete pass. Locker was on the field for a while. They taped up that left shoulder. He has not returned. Meanwhile, here's a nice burst up the middle by the rookie free agent out of Ole Miss, Brandon Bolden. So they lose Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, who came to the Patriots as an undrafted free agent out of Ole Miss.
Right.
Green Ellis goes on to the Bengals, and they bring in another Ole Miss running back by the same free agency route.
Well, 3 tight ends in there, just letting you know. They let that defense know we're going to run it. And Bolden was, I'm not going to say a surprise, but nice preseason. He caught the attention of this coaching staff, I think, early.
And another carry by Bolden for a first down. We've got an update. Back to you, James Brown in New York.
Nothing short about this play, Boom.
Well, Cecil Shorts, to be accurate. How about Blaine Gabbert? 25 seconds ago in this game, he throws a touchdown pass to Cecil Shorts to put them up as they go for 2 and they convert 23-20 over Minnesota with 20 seconds to go in the game.
Dan's comment was, why wouldn't you keep everything in front of you? Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
Wow. And Jones-Drew today has gotten 18 carries for them. What a win that would be for the Jags. First down here for the Patriots.
You know, the Patriots have the 3rd tight end there, Jim. He's in there, number 47. They just picked him up.
Yes, they did. And we'll have some fun with him this year. Michael, Manawanui.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay. You were just been waiting for that all day.
I was.
As has Coach Belichick. And that's right. Manawanui.
There you go.
In concert. 2-minute warning. The U.S. Open Women's Championship is coming up on CBS after football. Williams and Azarenka will meet in the final. Coming up here on CBS, World's Toughest Tennis. 2nd and 8. And for the 3rd straight time, they go with Bolden. A whole host of Titans there meet him. Brady's going to have his 125th career win, which will move him past Fran Tarkington. He shared 5th all time with the great Fran Tarkington. He'll move in the 5th alone with this career win, 125. He also started today for the, well, what was his 160th career start, breaking out of a tie with a pretty impressive group of quarterbacks: John Brody, Lynn Dawson, Norm Snead, and Phil Simms.
That's all
He's got now one more career start than you. He's got a 3rd down. And Bolden, he backed up to the 15.
But I still have more rushing yards than him.
You do?
Yeah, I'm going to cling to that. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
Yeah, don't make me start second guessing.
You know how fast I'm going to that record book after this broadcast.
I think I had like 4,000 or 5,000. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. I like the under. Gostowski's going to get a chance at a second field goal here in the game's last 5 minutes. 31 yards. Mesco the holder. And 3 more on the board for a 21-point margin. 31 seconds remaining here in Nashville. 34-13 New England.
Yeah, it's a really interesting. Real quick, you look at the game. New England, 5 Super Bowls, the coach, the quarterback, a lot of really proven veterans. Then you look at the Titans. You know, Jim, I think there's no doubt. Mike Munchak, they have the talent, and it's going to be a team that's going to improve through this year. And I still think they have the talent to be a playoff contender. But you know what? It takes experience and time to get tough enough to really get it done. And that's where this team will get better. They'll just get hardened and get tougher And games like this makes you realize, wow, there's another level to play to in this league. And the only way you're going to get there is with a lot of hard work.
Tennessee will be traveling out west, taking on San Diego next Sunday. Of course, we'll be finding out the extent of that Locker injury.
Yeah,
what his status will be. The Patriots, meanwhile, will return home. Their home opener against Arizona next week.
I would say this about Jake Locker. If I had any doubt, I would not play him. Let him play when he's healthy so he can really move forward and keep improving. I mean, no matter how Matt Hasselbeck plays, Jake Locker is going to be the starter down here. Oh, look at that.
The mini looks of
Mini
Tom
looks.
Brady.
There you go. How about that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That one on the left there with the glasses, that's like super hip, right? Everybody's wearing glasses now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
you.
that look going.
That's you. And the one on the right is what Brady's going to be looking like when he gets to the locker room and has a win under his belt.
Yeah, those glasses might be tight now with that Band-Aid and cut he got today, but when you win in the NFL, it's a great plane ride home, Jim. Oh my gosh, it was the best. It's such a relief.
Charge to New England. This is their second time out of the half. This is going to be a 30-second timeout.
We're talking about the Titans next week at San Diego, then back to host Detroit, and then at Houston. I mean, it is the first 4 games. We were talking to Coach Bunchak about that. You got to get off to a decent start here because, man, there is a juggernaut of a schedule there the first month.
Look, you know, you look at those schedules, you know what I say about all of them? It's tough.
They're all tough. But you know what? You do go back off of last year's records.
Yeah.
And New England ends up having what is ranked the easiest schedule in the year going in. Of course, that has so much to do with the crossover divisions with the AFC South and the NFC West for New England this year. That's Harper with the carry.
You know what I was saying earlier, though, you're on the plane ride home and you're a visiting team and you win. There's such joy and relaxation. You just go, oh my gosh, what would it be like if we would have lost? So it's one of the good things about playing on the road. When you win, you really enjoy it together on the plane ride home.
So Tennessee is going to let it go. And Bill Belichick comes back to the city of his birth, Nashville, where his father was an assistant at Vanderbilt, and wins an opener for the 9th consecutive year. Ridley with 125 yards rushing. Brady with another big day. New England wins it 34-13. The NFL Today is coming up next. For Phil Simms, Jim Nance saying so long from Nashville.